بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Just going to keep the message brief today, inshallah, as we've got the khatam. Inshallah, after that we'll have a bit of a longer message. The gathering won't take too long, inshallah, after. Just to mention one of the great virtues of the completion of the Quran, to inspire everybody, and also we have great hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His month of Ramadan will respond to our du'as. One of the most hopeful moments is when the Quran is completed. The dua is the mustajab dua. The dua is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu, one of the young companions of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam prayed for, and he received immense blessings of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu, who was only 9 or 10 years old when he came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his mother Sulaym, Rumaysa bint Milhan radiallahu anha, brought her son Anas bin Malik to the Prophet and said, Ya Rasulullah, this is Anas, he is going to be a khadim, he is going to serve you. And Anas bin Malik says, I served the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for, in one report 9 years, in one report 10 years. Never ever did the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam scold me for anything. If I was told to do something, I didn't do it, the Prophet didn't say, why didn't you do it? If I was told not to do it and I did it, the Prophet never told me, why did you do it? The character of the Prophet shone through. And he even mentions on occasion the Prophet would send me to do an errand, and I would go out and see the youngsters and I would join them and be playing with them, and the Prophet would see me and ask, Ya Anas, are you doing such and such thing? And he said, Ya Rasulullah, I'm just on my way. Yeah. So that's how close he was to the Prophet and that was the character of the Prophet as well. Anas bin Malik says that he remained with the Prophet for 9 or 10 years. And his mother, Sulaym radiallahu anha, what an amazing woman. That if any woman wants to be inspired, then learn about Sulaym. Sulaym is from the female companions of the Prophet, one of the most leading of the companions of the Prophet. She requested the Prophet to make dua for Anas bin Malik. The Prophet raised his hands and the Prophet made dua for him. That Allah bless Anas in his life, and bless Anas in his offspring, and bless Anas in his wealth. He was a child, he was not even married. Which shows that we can make dua for people for the future, even if they're not in the situation where the fruits are going to be visible now. So, what was the result of the dua of the Prophet? The Prophet made dua for him in his life. He lived until he exceeded the age of 100. He was about 103, 104 years old when he passed away. He passed away in the year 93 Hijri. He was the last companion of the Prophet to pass away in Basra. The last of the companions. People used to flock to Basra in order to meet the companion of the Prophet and hear from him. He was the last companion to pass away in the city of Basra in Iraq. So that's the dua for his age. The Prophet made dua for his offspring. Anas bin Malik, before he passed away, he had more than 125 of his offspring. He counted himself 125. We don't know when he counted those. At least the 125 of his offspring, children, grandchildren, great-children, and so on. And the Prophet made dua for him in his wealth, and he used to have a date palm field. Other date palms used to grow once in a year. His would grow twice in the year. That was the barakah of the dua of the Prophet Takbir! So Anas bin Malik he had this tradition that when he would complete the Quran, he would gather the entirety of his family and they would make dua together, because this dua is mustajab dua. So many of us, we have difficulties in our lives. We should hold those difficulties and reflect them on our hearts. Inshallah, we're going to have a dua later on. Many of us have needs. Many of us are looking for marriage. Many are looking for marriages that there's understanding within. Many are looking for children. Many of us are looking for rizq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and so on and so forth. Everything is in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's hands. I recite the verse in Jumu'ah, which is a beautiful verse, very comprehensive verse, which often we don't reflect enough on. Lillahi ma fis samawati ma fil ard. Simple. Lillahi ma fis samawati ma fil ard. To Allah belongs everything that's in the heavens and earth. Not just the physical entities. In Allah's hands are all of our problems. He'll solve those problems. In Allah's hands is all rizq. If we need it, we turn to Him, He'll give it. In Allah's hands is all knowledge. Knowledge belongs to Allah, and so on. Allah is the sole entity that we are directed towards, And tonight is the night, inshallah, we're going to have the dua directed, especially to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after completing the entirety of the Quran in the month of Ramadan, in the last nights of Ramadan, in the last of the odd nights of Ramadan. Who knows, perhaps this is the night of Laylatul Qadr. And even if it is, then we are directing ourselves to the Lord of Laylatul Qadr. And Lord of Laylatul Qadr, if Laylatul Qadr has a certain amount of reward, then he can increase that reward in any night he wishes. And that is within the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the tawfiq that we can really appreciate this blessing of having listened to the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us the tawfiq to hear the recital of the Quran in the month of Ramadan in Taraweeh numerous times in our lives, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it.
Ameen. Ya Rabbi.